Hello everyone, I trust we're good. I trust we are safe. Before I start, I want to send out my condolence to those that have lost their loved ones, or probably those that have been injured during the course of this protest. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's nothing much I can do from here, but I'm so sorry. I pray God will help you to bear the loss and the injuries, and I trust our labor will not be in vain. All right. Um. Okay. So presently there is a lockdown and the house is full, so I have to record this in my room. Okay. All right. So I'll start on this premise. You see, God didn't promise us that we will run to nations. All right. God promised us that nations will run to us. All right. Now, if you study your Bible, you will notice that when Isaac was about to leave his fatherland, God instructed him not to leave but sow in that land. And we know the result of his obedience. He reaped in that same year. Now, I know as at yesterday, my status was filled with people commenting that they want to leave the country. I saw someone's status where he checked the transport fare from Lagos to Accra, and honestly, it was so funny. But the thing is, listen, I know now we are re-strategizing, okay? Everyone is trying to re-strategize, all right? But now, as we re-strategize, I want us to also look at another issue we need to address. All right. Now, I know we are trying to influence the decisions and the policies of the guys at the top. All right. But now let us focus on the people below us. Who are the people below us? The teenagers, the children. All right. What are we really modeling to these people? All right. Now we say the whole corruption, the whole issue of accountability, integrity, the issue of the government not listening to us is what we want to change right now. All right, but how are we trying to effect that change in the lives of the people below us? All right, so that when we take these responsibilities, we know that yes, it's going to start with us and it's also going to move down to the people below us. That's the teenagers and the children. Now, I want to read something to you. Let me just quickly read it. Now, it says, "My daughter, never allow Nigerian government to chain you in silence as they did to me and others out there. Be bold to speak up. I failed to fight for you and I'm sorry. Now go and fight for your generation. My ancestral spirit is with you. Do it now." This is a picture like you've seen I saw yesterday on someone's status, and it just buttresses my ideology right now. I want us to focus on the people below us. As we re-strategize, let us also think of how we can effect this change in the lives of the people below us. Now, I lead teenagers, I lead young people, and I know that these teenagers are receptive to learn. All right, let us model these things to them as well. Let us train them, let us teach them. Listen, we have more access to this younger generation than the people above us, so let us try to model these things to them. Let us train them. Let us train them as we also train ourselves to effect this change in our community, in our nation at large. All right. So let us focus on them as well so that we do not go one step forward and two step backwards because we didn't carry them along. All right. Secondly, I want to talk about something I said in my last vlog. That's the one I posted last week rather. And if you've not seen it, please try and watch it. It will really help you as we look forward to what is next in our country. All right. So now, oftentimes I hear people tell me, Kingsley, please help me get a job in the civil service because you are there. And I'm like, okay, yes, I know I spoke about we trying to fill in some vital positions in our economy so that we can grow to the top and be able to have that authority to influence things ourselves. All right. But when they ask me these things, they end up saying, Kingsley, I need this job. Oh. I want to be free. All right. I want to have time for myself. I want to have time to do my own business. I want to make huge money. And I'm like, okay, yes, I know that it is right to have like multiple source of income. All right. But is that the reason why you're coming into the system, or are you coming in to impact your space in the system? All right. As we are re-strategizing, let us re-strategize our minds as well. The other day, while I was having my training in Bauchi, a friend of mine said something. He was like, while they were trying to train for a position they had, I think that was like, I think it's one police, not really police though, but it's like a regulatory board or something. And he was like, the guy was like, these bus drivers, they go suffer for my hand. They go suffer for my hand. And I'm like, is that the reason why you're trying to get into the system? Because we'll just get into the system and end up becoming like what we are fighting right now. All right. So let us re-strategize our minds as well. Let us do that as well. Also, are you in the corporate world? All right. Listen, I know that yes, there's a place for networking. All right. Yes, you need to have this network so that you can get a job, you can get a contract. But the moment you start giving people this job because you know them instead of because they really qualify for it, then we are just doing what we are fighting against. All right. Yes, I know to an extent, by God's grace, I got some of my jobs because of the network I have. But then I wrote the exams, I went for the interviews, and by God's grace, I was able to pass. I remember I I know I failed one. I know I failed one and I didn't get that one. I didn't get that job, but then I got the rest I went for. All right. So those are the things we need to change. I don't want this one to be very long, so I'll just try and end here. But my major focus is on the generation below us. All right. Let's try and change them as we try to change the people at the top. Remember, we have much more access to them than the people at the top. All right. So let us do the best we can. Let us tell them that this is not right, this is not right. Where in the classrooms, your siblings, your younger ones, the people you mentor, talk to them, talk to them, talk to them. Like I said, those guys at the top will not be there for long. All right. Very soon they will leave. All right. Regardless whether we fight or not, they will leave and will definitely take charge. So let us try to model these things to them so that, like I said, we don't go one step forward and 5 steps backward. All right. So please and please share this to your friends. Remember, we're trying to change our country, so please share it. Let them get these ideas and nuggets as well. All right. Yeah, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, like and comment as well. And don't forget, God said we will not run to nations. It is nations that will run to us. All right. God did not say we will run to nations. I think that's what I was meant to say. He said he said nations will run to us. So let us build our nation so that, like Solomon, other nations will run to us. All right. Dominate and influence your world. Nigeria will be fine. I trust God. I trust God. I trust God. Right.